Hello, my friends, and welcome back. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Do you remember when you were told that the Russians are running very, very low on missiles, critically low at times, and somehow they still manage to launch missile attacks on Ukraine? Only this month, I think the Russians launched about 8 on Kiev and elsewhere. Last night, actually, they launched another series of missiles, 30. And guess what? The Ukrainians downed 29. So the Ukrainians downed 29 Russian-launched missiles over Ukraine last night, out of 30. So that would get us to about, 97, 90 something like this percentage, right? Accuracy. All right, well, if they say so, it must be true, because they told you before the Russians don't have missiles, they're almost done. And somehow these guys are still launching. Oh, we've been told that so many Kinzhals were blown up, and the Kinzhal did not destroy any Patriot system. Again, we were told many things, so we should believe these guys. So let's see here. I have 4 articles. 2 about Kiev being attacked, some details, and 2 articles talking about the attack, the last night attack on Ukraine. So it's a general article. Ukrainska Pravda. This is May 18th, 2023, which is today. Air defense repel several waves of Russian attacks, 29 out of 30 cruise missiles destroyed. Okay, I believe it. So let's go down. Ukrainian air defense has repelled several Russian attacks and destroyed 29 Russian cruise missiles. From 9 o'clock p.m. on the 17th of May to 5:30 a.m. on the 18th of May 2023, Kiev time, the Russian occupiers carried out several waves of missile attacks from different directions. In total, the Russians launched 30 sea, air, and land-based cruise missiles. So they have them all. From the airplanes, from the Black Sea, from the land. A total of 22 Kh-101/Kh-555 cruise missiles were fired from strategic aircraft, from 2 Tupolev 160s and 8 Tupolev 95s. 6 caliber cruise missiles were launched from ships in the Black Sea, as well as 2 Iskander-K cruise missiles from ground-based operational tactical missile system. Opa, no Kinzhals? All right, so maybe, I don't know, we'll see. The air defense systems of the Air Forces of Ukraine, in cooperation with other branches of the Defense Forces of Ukraine, destroyed 29 cruise missiles. Unbelievable. 2 Shahed 136/131 attack UAVs and 2 operational tactical reconnaissance UAVs were also shot down. Well, this guy was an onslaught over there. Quote, we remind you once again that even with a successful operation of air defense, fragments from missile destroyed in the sky will fall down and pose a serious threat to people's lives. During an air raid warning, follow the safety rules. Take care of yourself and your family. Oh my. Beat the enemy together. Together to victory. Okay, well, this is the first article. I have a few things to talk about here. First, yesterday I found an article coming from, I don't know if it was Ukrainska Pravda or New Voice of Ukraine, from the Ukrainian side, Ukraine, not the other guys, the forces of the good. And they said that there's no cruise missile carrier in the Black Sea. So according to the Ukrainians, there were no vessels in the Black Sea capable of launching any caliber cruise missiles from the Black Sea. Well, I don't know if that was written in the morning and then the Russians showed up in the afternoon and they delivered during the evening and the night. But nevertheless, that's the first point. And the second one, see how I think they try to cover their butts, because there will be videos and pictures of the destruction in whatever targets the Russians launch their missiles at, and they will say, well, these are the fragments, these are not the the targets that were actually hit by the Russians, just the fragments falling. Correct? I suspect that's a good way of saying, well, we killed them all, 29 out of 30, and what you see, the destruction, is just the fragments. I mean, that's collateral damage. What do you want? So that's the first article. Let's go to the next article, coming from, this actually came from Associated Press, but they want something, I don't know exactly what, so I got it from WFT. I thought it was WTF. I said, what the, oh my, okay. By Susie. What's up, Susie? So, Kiev. Russia fired 30, so there's the same thing here. Again, they shot down 29 of them. One person died and 2 were wounded by Russian missiles. And they also hit the southern region of Odessa, according to Serhiy Bratchuk, a spokesperson for the region's military administration. So this is per these guys they talk about here, the Chinese delegation that showed up in Kiev, and I will talk about it in a different video. And nothing happened with that one. There's obviously nothing happened with Chinese and the Ukrainians, because the Ukrainians don't want to deal with anybody. They want what they want. So several waves of missiles were aimed at areas of Ukraine between 9 p.m. Wednesday and 5:30 a.m. Thursday. Russian forces used strategic bombers from Caspian Sea and apparently fired X-101 and X-55 type missile developed during Soviet times, Kiev authorities said. Russia then deployed reconnaissance drones over the capital. So X-101, X-55, I didn't find that here. Did I find that here? Did you see it here? I don't know. Maybe these are the one Iskanders. I don't know, but doesn't sound familiar. Doesn't look familiar here. So then Ukraine air defense, bolstered by sophisticated Western supplies system, shot down all the incoming missiles. So Mr. Klitschko said that, I'm guessing, in the last major attack they did that. Okay, well, and they tell us how many civilians were killed. So let's go to the next article, which is from BBC, and it says Ukraine war, Russia launches 9th, that's what I was talking about in the beginning of this movie, Jesus Christ, video here, I'm making movies. 9th wave of missile attacks on Kiev this month. So again, the Russians are running low of missiles. And they say that U.S. capital Kiev has been attacked from the air by Russia for the 9th time this month. Kiev authority said it seemed, is it Kiev? Where is the mayor? Isn't he around anymore? Kiev's authority said it seemed all incoming missiles had been destroyed. I like this. It seemed. I like that. Good job. But debris falling from the air caused some damage in 2 districts. Oh, what do you want? 1 person has been killed. Okay, we got that one. Blasts were also heard in the central western region of Vinnytsia, Khmelnytsky, and Zhytomyr. Overall, 29 out of 30 missiles launched by Russia overnight were shot down. Yay! Good job. Right? Right. So this is the last article right here, coming from the source, Ukrainska Pravda. All Russian targets over Kiev destroyed. Aftermath is being established. Only 1 little missile escaped out of the 30, and probably it was something that misfired, or I don't know, fell somewhere, didn't hit a target. So the same, it says, Kiev authority has reported all enemy targets in Kiev's airspace have been detected and destroyed. Now these guys do not have appear. They didn't say that appear, or what was the word? It seemed. These guys are certain. Why? Because these guys are still BBC, and they try to still keep a little bit of pretense of objectivity and whatever. But these guys say no. All enemy targets in airspace have been detected and destroyed with debris falling. Okay, that's why this quote from Serhiy Popko, head of the Kiev City Military Administration. Used to be Klitschko around here, not the military administration, but the guy who used to talk. Preliminary reports indicate that all enemy targets in the Kiev airspace have been detected and destroyed. The Air Force will report confirmed information on the number of type of missiles and UAVs soon. Well, they try to make up, to be all on the same page. So now they say that the Russians attacked the Ukrainian capital from Tupelo 95 MS and Tu-160 strategic bombers deployed from the Caspian Sea, probably using KH-101 and KH-555 cruise missiles. What was over here? Or maybe not this one. Where they say it was something, I didn't recognize the number. I said, nah, that doesn't sound familiar here. I don't think this was the one. I didn't go this far down here. Maybe it was the other one. Remember when it was they gave us a different, I said, what is that? Is that an old missile or something? I can't find it. Let me see. All right, so I find it. Here is where they say KH-101 or KH-555, and then we have down here on the bottom, Jesus Christ, I already lost it. I'm losing my mind. What the hell? I know I saw it, KH, right here, right on the top. 5X-101 and X-555 type during Soviet times. This is from the Caspian Sea. And these guys say the same thing of the capital with Tupelo, KH-101 or KH-555. I don't know, maybe they go by different names, but that doesn't really matter. So the fact is, or what we care for, is that the Russians again attacked with 30 missiles, and that's again the 9th or whatever attack, was it, the BBC, that they said it was the 9th wave of missile attacks on Kiev in the past month. I have to say that we are on the 18th. So I would say every other day they launched missile attacks. So that means they still have them. What's the purpose of this? No idea, but destroy something. But it seems like, according to the Ukrainians, the Russians are incapable of doing so because the Ukrainians are too good with their sophisticated weapons provided by the NATO. Or NATO is fighting very well in Kiev. However we want to take it. All right, this is it. We get used. It seems like we get used to this every other day attack, and it's very interesting how Ignat and others say, my friend Budanov and the other one, what's his name, Danilov, my favorite, keeps saying, oh, the Russians ran out of the missiles. The UK, the British intelligence, the same thing. The Americans, the same thing. And these guys, what? We're in the 14th month, 15th month of the war or something, and 14th, 15th, March, February, March, April, so in the 15th, let's say, and we'll see that the Russians still have it. Someone is lying, but we know that, right? They all lie. But as I said before, we have to figure out how big the lie is. Thank you very much for being with me again today. Stay strong, stay smart, look for the truth, and be just. 29 out of 30. Tomorrow will be 35 out of 20 or something.